Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, my brother Jan on the knees and his oldest son Charlie are starting to look into the engine, and the mission this episode is to get the engine and gearbox out. To give a little bit of history on the car, I mentioned before, but my uncle bought it new 1971. He sadly passed away 2006. And my brother found the owner of the car, and for 3 years he went there every year. When we were up in Sundsvall for midsummer, to look at the car and talk to the owner if he would like to sell it. 2009, the previous owner gave up and said, "John, you can buy the car from me." So he bought it, and in the beginning he kept it up in Sundsvall, where my uncle's 4 daughters live, and he started to do some work. The engine was running when he bought it, and the gearbox was shifting, but there was some smoke from the engine when he was running it. So when he took off the head and gave it to a guy in Sundsvall to recondition it and go through it and plane it and everything. And sadly enough, that guy passed away. And when his family cleared out all the stuff he had, the head went missing, or was sold, or it went missing. And after my brother took off the head, he realized that the engine block had cracks in it, which, when you talk to Jaguar owners, seems to be a common problem. The cooling channels are so widely apart, so there becomes a difference in the engine block between cold and heat, and so then they crack. So my brother sourced another engine, and the idea is here to take out the engine and the gearbox, give the gearbox to a guy we've spoken to, and he will go through the gearbox and do the necessary maintenance, make sure it runs well, and then we have another engine that we will use to put back in the car. I hope you enjoyed the video. So here where we are, the space is empty, dirty and empty. The car is now on the driven into the space, so I can sand this side. And here is the big piece of machinery, the engine, and here's the gearbox. So just handed in the gearbox, and of course he needed the flywheel cover and the converter, so I need to go back and continue working, taking it off. Wish me good luck.